Hello everyone, this is day 5 of the 7-day 7 projects challenge, and today we're going to be building a full page image background. And this is the image I'm going to be using. It's from pexels.com. You can download any image you want, but I'm going to download the medium version, which I already have actually, and I've imported into my workspace. And as you can see, I just have a folder called full page background, and inside the folder I have an empty index.html, the image that I'm going to use, and an empty style.css. So let's get started. I'm just going to generate a boilerplate, and I'm going to link my style sheet like that, and I'm going to change this title to full page image background like that. And then I'm going to create a div with a class of container like that, and that's all we need for the HTML. And I'm going to go into my style CSS, going to reset everything, and I'm going to say margin 0. Then I'm going to go into my container like that, and I'm going to say specify a height of 100 viewport heights, and I'm going to say for my background I want to place a URL, and I want to target my image, which is this right there like that. Now once I save that and open this with live server, we should be able to see our image. Let's see how that looks, and there it is like that. Now you'll notice that the full width of the image is this right here, but then it repeats again, and then as you can see, as it's going down, it still continues to repeat. So we're going to fix that in a moment. So in order to fix that, I'm going to jump into my style CSS, and I'm going to specify another property called background repeat, and I'm going to set it to no repeat like that. If I save that, then you see all the repeating images are taken out. And then I want to place this image to the center, so I'm going to say background position, and I'm going to say position it to the center like that, and you see it moves to the center. But then I also want it to take up the entire space so that there is no white space on either side. So I'm going to say background size, and I'm going to set that to cover like that, and you see now it takes up the entire width of the device. Even if I am to scale it down just a bit, even if I scale it down, you see it takes up the full width of the device like that. So there's a shorthand property for the, if you don't want to keep on writing this over and over again, there's a shorthand property that you can do, and I'm just going to comment this out and save that to show you that we're actually beginning from where we were. And I'm going to set it just inside here, and I'm going to say no repeat like that. If I save that, you see that happens, and I'm going to say center / cover, and you see we all go back to the same image that we had before. So I prefer this method because it's a shorthand property, and it's much easier to remember, for me at least. But then, you know, when it comes to programming, it's all about preference. If you prefer to do this manually, then you can do that. If you prefer to do this, then you can do it as well. So just to give some context of what this is that we are building, I'm just going to go below this, inside this div with the class of container, and I'm going to create a div with another class of overlay, and I'm going to create an h1 saying full screen image background like that, and you see the text appears at the top. So I just want to move it to the center. Let me place this on this side so that you can see what's happening. I'm going to go inside my container class and inside my overlay, and I'm going to say display flex, align item center, justify content to the center, and I'm going to specify the same height that I had above here for a reason that I'm going to explain in a moment. And I'm going to say 100 viewport heights like that, and you see now it's centered completely to the center. If I were to specify a height of 50, for example, then it would move up a bit, and you'll notice that it's no longer at the center. And the reason why you don't want to do this is actually, if I am to add a background color, on this and say a background color of white, you'll notice that it will only take up 50 viewport heights of the image, and usually you'd want to show a background color to take up the entire width, the same as the image. So we're going to deal with this in a moment. I'm just going to comment it out, and then I'm going to go inside my container class and inside my overlay, and I'm going to target my h1, and I'm going to say set the color to white and set the font size to 72 pixels, and set this to 100 viewport heights once again so that it's centered. Now, in case you have white text on a white background such as this, you'll notice that the text might become hard to read, sorry. So in order to fix that, you might want to add a dark background color on it. But what you'll notice is that if you add a background color just like this and say black, you'll notice that it will take up 100 viewport heights of the entire page like this, and you won't be able to see your image that you wanted to see. So in order to fix that, you need to have an opacity on the image, and you can do that by specifying an alpha value on your color using RGBA like that, or using HSLA like that, which is hue, saturation, and lightness, and then the alpha value. But I like using RGBA, so I'm just going to say specify a black color, which is 0, 0, 0 for red, green, and blue. And then for the alpha value, I'm going to say 0.5 like that. And you see we have a darker background color, and the text is much more readable as it is right now. And once again, remember the height that you set here will be the height for the overlay, and you always want to set it equal to the height of your container. So if I were to set this to 50 viewport heights, then you see this is what I meant. It's not really plausible to use, but you know, you can always create your own design and work out. It's all about preference really. So thank you guys for watching. That will be it for this video, and tomorrow I think we're going to create a parallax background or a parallax landing page, which is really cool in my own opinion. So be sure to check in tomorrow, and remember to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you.